Okie dokie. So what do we have here? We've got a Shu versus Bengalis. Shu is a pretty darn good civ, but so is Bengalis. Bengalis is actually my top civ. My number one. I have like 60% win rate with them or something. But yeah, I believe Shu is up there on the ladder. Could be even number one in terms of win rate. I don't really trust the win rates too much, but you know, it is a pretty good indicator of a civ that is extremely strong. But yeah, wow, this map is insane. Look at how easy it is to wall. Like you just wall naturally. Full natural wall here. Just no egg. It's kind of auto egg based to the edge even, somewhat. But yeah, very obvious how to wall. Your stone's kind of forward, but whatever. Main back gold is amazing. 3 wood lines, easy to take. Opponent's got kind of the same idea for the base. Very easy to wall. Opponent's 2 secondary golds are outside, so that could be exploitable. Whereas your secondary is kind of here, and then here is kind of awkward, but not so bad. And this map doesn't have mega hills like sometimes, so yeah, not really the biggest issue here. This hill is pretty important. Like, if the opponent takes this hill, it's going to be really good for him. For you, you feel like you want to make your castle back here, but then he has a bigger hill here. So it's kind of a little more awkward for you. But anyways, that'll come up later, potentially. Let's just take a look at the build. I think your build is usually pretty good. Like, your mechanics have always been really good. So let's just take a look. Choose the food from Lumberjack Civ. That is correct. So they nerfed it to be like 9%, but it's still kind of crazy. Okay, getting the house here. That's completely fine. I would have put the house here, though. If you put it here, then you're going to be covering more space. Also, sending one villager out to build one house is kind of weird. Just make 2 houses here. It's just, you need the other house anyways. I would go, honestly, if I'm going to send a vill here already, I'm going to go house, and I might even consider another house. And then this side is fully walled while this guy's down here. Because, like, what's going to happen is you're going to go here, and then you're going to send him back here, and then you have to send another vill. And then, like, it's, yeah, kind of just more walk time overall. Building with 2 vills is, you got to build with 1 vill. It's going to be a little bit better. And all these little things add up, too. I think you found these sheep. Oh, no, you didn't find them. Wow. Oh, but you're going to find them here, right? Ooh. Yeah, you found them. Okay, good job. Nice. So far, so good. 0 second idle TC. Like, this is very good. And boar timing is decent. Not a big deal. It's like slightly early, but not so bad. Oh, even going for the hit there. All right. Did we shift queue? We even shift queued from the previous board to this one. Yeah, honestly, like the only 2 little things I would improve about the Dark Age would be build the 2 houses right away, like right next to each other here, and build things with 1 vill. But even I sometimes build them with 2 if I'm just lazy. So, I mean, your Dark Age is fine. Rebalancing the economy at the perfect time. Yep. You would rather send just a high HP vill. Also, you didn't force drop. What are you doing? You didn't force drop your vills. What are you doing? Like, she's gonna just lose her 6 food now. You just lost a bunch of food with this guy. You just lost. You're throwing away food here. They all are carrying 6, and you're just throwing that in the garbage. Like, you have to force drop your vills before you send them to build. Unless you finish the lumber camp, then it's fine. But you just threw away, like, 18 food. Because you just didn't drop it. So that's pretty bad. That's a lot of food. Okay. I probably would wall a little bit more forward to get this this stone in. It's the same distance. It's just that this wall is better. Like, it's 3 plus 2. If you put it, look, if you put it here, it would be 3 to here plus 2. It's the same distance, but it's a way better wall to go from here. And then you can wall in front of the stone. There are starving children in Africa. We can't waste our food. Yeah, exactly. But, like, look, now you have to send another vill down here, right? Like, this could have been walled earlier. It would have been fine. Oh, we're going in the wrong direction. Okay. So, as the like, oh man, what are we doing? We're messing up. We just, you shift queued, you told them to build this and then shift queued back without holding shift for the palisade. But you need another house anyways. You're going to spawn 2 vills here. Like, really, it's fine to just make an extra house. Don't wait, especially as Bengalis. Walling out the stone for no reason is kind of bad. Also, putting a gate, that's pretty expensive. You can't even afford your stable anymore. You kind of can. Okay, but build it with 2 vills. There you go. It's kind of awkward here. Okay. Not too bad, though. Double bit axe is late. Stable and then double bit axe for sure. Like, what else are we doing right now? We're not... Kind of a scout is chilling. We need to basically be thinking, okay, I need to double bit axe. Horse color? Oh, you just forgot double bit axe. This is a disaster now. If you don't remember double bit axe, it's gonna be a really big disaster. I think you just forgot. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. This is gonna be... Oh, you got it now. Okay, I'm assuming you just forgot. I'm assuming this wasn't a conscious decision to just skip double bit axe until now. Because it wouldn't have really made sense. Okay, 21 seconds idle TC is a lot, though. Wait, how is the opponent so ahead in the vill count? Oh, because he's not even... What? He's not even up. Okay, well, he's going to go for FC Chariots then, for sure, right? He has a barracks randomly. Yeah, his base is pretty insane. So, basically, the only thing that you could do, if you wanted to do anything in Feudal Age here, would be to put a tower here. Otherwise, you basically just have to rush up to the Castle Age to make Mangonels against the Warrior Chariots. That's the only thing that will do anything. Because feudal units just don't beat it. At all. But you just kind of are chilling and not scouting. So you don't actually know what he's doing. You should have full scouting of his entire base right now. Like, you need to know where his gold is, where his berries are, how his walls are looking. That should all have been scouted at this point. Because right now, we can make a decision. Do we want to make more scouts? Do we want to make archers? Or do we want to go Castle Age? Castle Age is the only thing that would actually make sense here. Because it's Shu, War Chariot OP. And he's not even Feudal Age. So obviously he's going fast castle. Like, there's nothing else he can be doing. And so, yeah. If you just make scouts and commit to Feudal Age when he's just mega walled like this, it's not going to be good. Like, if you were forward with 5 vills right now and towered right here, you would actually win the game. Like, this would just be a win. Because he can't even fight it. If you have your scouts with vills here, but it's going to be too late. So let's see what we end up doing. I know I was telling you to go scouts and archers, but, like, this is not the situation for that. For sure. This game, you just need to get to Castle Age. But you need to be pressuring. Like, you need to be hitting this house. And that'll force him to use a villager or two to wall. Like, if we're just chilling here, we're going to get nothing done. We're just making a bunch of military and doing nothing with it. Which is really bad. Like, you have to do something with your military. But you don't even know what you're doing because you didn't scout. So you don't even know where to go. You're just going to run around. Still doing nothing because you're not forcing any wall. Or you're not forcing him to do anything. Yeah, these like, Dark Age houses have -2 melee armor. Like, look at the stats on these things. Dark Age houses have only 550 HP and -2 melee armor. So you do actually 7 damage per hit, and they have very little HP. If you were just hitting this house earlier, you would have done a ton of damage. You would have forced like 2 repair vills. It would have been amazing. But yeah, I mean, adding a range in this situation is kind of just bad. Like, we just need to go Castle Age, but this is more of a strategic thing that maybe you didn't really know. But the only thing that actually kills chariots is going to be the mangonels. But let's see. Yeah, archers coming. We could have had the range down earlier as well. Like, if you were gonna do this play, you would have needed to have the range down earlier. Basically, once you have a few farms, like 4 farms or so, but you go up to like 6, is that 6 farms and then the range? 7, 8 farms, 9 farms, 8, 10 farms before the range. Like, this is way too late. If you're gonna go for the range, you make it after making like 4 farms, and then it's gonna be fine. On high level, we probably even just make the range before any farms, but like if you develop your economy a little bit, it's a lot smoother. So yeah, like going archers at this point is kind of slow. But yeah, wow, opponent's actually just making arch. Wait, he has 3 range. Okay, opponent is making 4 range. He's actually doing some nonsense, so I think you can still win this because he's doing like random nonsense. Yeah, building another mining camp here is really not worth it at all. You get minor increase in efficiency, but it's not really good. It's not worth the 100 wood, that's for sure. Yeah. I probably would have put my mining camp on this side too. This is the more efficient side, just because it's better for the second golds. It's not a big deal, but I personally would have put it right here. Or I would have put it here and then had some closer vills on this side, but yeah, here is good. Anyways, we're getting fletching, which is unnecessary. We need to go to Castle Age. Like, fletching, what does fletching do here? You can shoot a little bit further in, but it's not that big of a deal. You're probably not going to get in. And so it's better to just get to Castle Age. You're so close in the food count, so you should just not have fletching. Click fletching once you're up. And it's going to be way better in this situation. Yeah. Keeping the pressure is good, though. This is good pressure. You know about the ranges, right? Wait, you just didn't scout. You have a guy named Scout Cavalry, and you didn't scout. Like, we need to scout. Okay, he threw one of his archers. That's really good. This is really good pressure. Can you imagine it? Once you learn to execute this a little bit better, this is going to be insane. This is going to be so good. But, like, he's off of this wood line. He's made a bunch of random nonsense over here. This is good pressure. Like, the biggest problem is you just didn't scout. Like, you see 2 ranges. But, like, send a scout over here. You're actually hitting a blacksmith, which is nothing. This is 0 damage. This guy being here is great. These guys should be shooting the farms so that he can't farm. Because any farm that gets attacked, you can't farm on farms that are being attacked. Scouts, you need to see. You never even scouted this side of his base. You don't know if it's open. You don't know what's down here. Like, you have to scout. But yeah, anyways, you're up. If you knew about 4 ranges, you could just make skirmishers because, like, if he has 4 ranges, he's pretty hard committing to archers, I would say. So yeah, you just go skirmishers. I mean, once you see the big archer mass, you'll know. You'll know it's oh, good reaction getting these guys out actually. Okay, yeah, just go home. He's got crossbow now. We're scared. Just run away. Start making skirms. We're making archers, but we need another... Oh my god, 2 more ranges. This is a pretty big commitment. Honestly, like, skirms, and you could even make mangonels. Like, probably you want to make mangonels because you have no counter units right now. 1 mangonel is going to be the fastest thing that you can make that will actually counter this. But working towards skirms can be good as well. 2 What are you doing? Why are we making stables? Dude, you can't afford to have 6 production buildings at 40 vills into the game.
When 1K didn't know how to wall or produce from buildings? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, 1K is getting good. This is 1K1 though. Dude, you can't support 6 production buildings. Like, why are we making random 2 extra stables? What are we doing? We're making random, like, cavalry upgrades. Archers die to skirmishers. He's making archers. We need to make skirmishers. And then boom. Like, what does making light cav here do? We don't have knights with this civ. Like, what are we doing? Just make skirmishers. Literally, it's the counter. Just make a counter unit. Like, now we have nothing because we just teched a bunch into upgrading these scout cavalry. We got them armor, we got them bloodlines, and we can't afford anything. We can't afford light cav upgrade. We can't afford, well, I mean, we can get elite skirm, but we don't have any skirms. We can't afford crossbowmen. Like, we have these half-teched units. Half-teched units do nothing. Like, what are we doing? Just like, make 1 unit that's good upgrades and you win. But don't make a bunch of random nonsense. Like, you will lose this fight. You'll actually lose this fight, unless he's a potato. Okay, he's potatoing a little bit. Like, I mean, okay, he's potato. Okay, go counterattack. Beautiful. Like, why do we need forging? What does forging do? Forging gives you +1 attack on scout cavalry. It's 150 food. You know what else? You can upgrade your scouts. You can get light cav upgrade, which gives +2 attack. Plus 15 HP, right? That's pretty good. That's a whole lot more value than forging, and light cav is only 50 gold more. And you're already committed. You have like 3 stables. This is crazy. Like, and you're floating a million wood here. Having this many production buildings makes no sense. You'd rather be booming right now on 3 TCs. But since you added all this, you're kind of committed to aggression. So you pretty much have to select all of these villas and just farm. You need to make a bajillion farms right now with your wood. If you add TCs, like, it's just over. We're adding TCs. All right. I mean, sure. Well, let's see what you can do here. We're definitely misusing our resources like crazy here, though. Like, light cav upgrade now, but what does light cav do? Light cav just loses to crossbowmen, so, like, we're gonna... Okay, good. We fully upgraded our light cav. They literally did nothing. If we had just invested... Even if we had just gone crossbowman, it would have been fine. If we just... 3 ranges, crossbowman, okay, sure. Don't make any cavalry upgrades. All of this was a waste. That's like thousands of resources down the drain for no reason. Just crossbowing with siege. It's gonna be amazing. Why does blue have bloodline? Yeah. Why does he have 1-1 in bloodlines? It doesn't make sense. And light cav. Like, look, okay, good. The light cav go in. We just throw 3 light cav and they all just die. And we're fighting uphill. Why are we clicking our guys onto this hill? Like, what are we doing? He has 20 guys. We have 17, and we just right click them onto the hill. Like, what is this move? What is this move? Like, why do we go here? And we're still on the low ground. We just make it so that he just kills all our guys. Like, all we needed to do was just not make light cav because they don't do anything. Just make a bunch of crossbowmen and patrol them. And don't like click them close to his guys. They're a ranged unit, so you need to fight from a range. And just patrol in, and you probably win if you just make crossbowmen. Now we're going light cav. Rarely should you make 2 different unit types at the same time. Like, look, he's dominating you because he's just making archers. And you're making a unit that loses to archers, aka the light cav, and then you're making archers yourself, but you have less. Look, the light cav will do nothing. Okay, if we're gonna send in the light cav, they need to actually go in together. But, like, diving the mangonels here made no sense, too, because... Yeah, they're just not even... Like, red literally did... He didn't even know that you were going in there. And your light cav just auto-died. Yeah, GG. Just making light cav here made no sense. But yeah, we couldn't support that many stables anyways. Look, we have 9% efficiency on this. And 0% efficiency on the ranges. So we were just never building anything. Yeah, just some questionable decisions going into Castle Age. Like... Feudal Age was fine. Feudal Age was completely fine. But I always say it, like, don't make a bunch of random stuff. Commit to one thing, especially when the eco's low like this. Commit to one thing, and then do something else later. Like, the ideal here, the opponent is up to Castle Age earlier. So you need to counter what he's doing, because he's going to have the initiative with his higher tech army. You need to counter what he's doing first. Then you can add something else after he's countered, because you counter his crossbowmen with skirms or something, then he counters your skirms with mangonels or something, then maybe you add something against his mangonels, like you add your own mangonels, maybe you can get to light cav later, but like trying to do 2 things at the same time it will never work, because you'd rather have one thing with full upgrades than 2 things with half upgrades, because 2 things with half upgrades just loses to 1 thing with full upgrades, just in general. And yeah, I mean, we have 50 resources. We can't do anything here. We're getting a bunch of random upgrades for just nothing. And yeah, like, we just needed to make skirms. I mean, crossbowman would have been fine because the opponent was really slow with getting his numbers here. I bet he has 4 ranges, but he only has 50% efficiency because he's kind of like cooking a little too hard. 2 ranges would have given him just as many crossbowmen. But then he would have had more res for other things. But, yeah. Like, we have 0.7% on these ranges. Like, we're not even using them. How about the stables? Like, 7.5% on these stables. Like, we actually have been... We made 1 million production and didn't use them at all. I mean, I think you eventually do use them. Kind of, but not really. Not really. If you look at my Heroku app, you'll see that you need a lot bigger of an economy to make this do anything. Like, he kind of just threw his army here, which was pretty bad for him. But, like, from here, you're actually in an okay spot. But the problem is you just thought that Light Cav was going to do anything, and it just does nothing. You just can't... You can't do a multi-unit comp here against crossbowmen. Like, you really... It would have been fine if you were on, like, skirms and Light Cav. But if you go crossbowman against crossbowman, you need to simply have more than him. Because if he has 20 guys, 21 guys, you need 21 guys. Wait, you have 23 guys. I mean, he's on the hill, but like, wait, how did you fail this fight so hard? Literally, he has 21 guys, and you have the 3 Light Cav do 0, but you have 24. Honestly, what you wanted to do was get on this hill and shoot him from this hill. Like, look, Light Cav do nothing. Like, do not do this. Like, you went in, he doesn't even get 1 hit. He literally, all 3 of those did nothing. So that's 240 food down the drain. Wait, how do you lose this? You have 23 guys versus 15. You actually just lose this because you randomly click your guys here. Like, why do you get close? Why do you get close? You're a ranged unit. Like, why? You were actually winning the game until you just randomly clicked your guys onto the hill here. If you just patrol in, you probably take that fight, even uphill. Like, maybe, with a little bit of micro from back. But yeah, I mean, now we're just committing to the Light Cav when he has a big mass of these, so anything after this is just kind of it shouldn't really play out like this. So your feudal age was fine, but castle age was kind of like, yeah, we didn't really commit to anything. You tried to do too many things. So yeah, Dark Age was also fine. Like, Dark Age, okay, what can be improved? We want to be building 2 houses instead of 1 house, especially if we're going to send the vill all the way out to the wall. Might as well get 2 houses, even in this situation 3. Build things with 1 villager. Remember to force drop your villagers before you send them away to the wood. We lost a bunch of wood on that. Those are the main things. Like, Dark Age was mostly fine, though. Your feudal age, you were late on clicking double bit axe. Double bit axe is kind of like an insta-click. We didn't really need this gate. Oh yeah, this wall. Maybe you need to think a little bit more about walling properly. The wall should have been here. It's just the same distance, but way better. You don't really need a gate this early because you're not even fully walled anyways. Like, your guys can get out. But yeah, being a little bit late on the double bit. Oh, we got housed here. Yeah, like, you need to make more houses. You actually got mega housed. That's actually why you idled here. Ah, okay. I was wondering why you idled. So yeah, just make extra houses. It's fine. Just make extra houses. So, like, yeah, especially as Bengalis, you get those 2 free vills. You get housed so quickly. If you're gonna go range, get it at like 4 farms. And then you can put the pressure. You want to be more active with your units as well. Let's see. Good job getting the walls up, though. That's good. You did a little bit of pressure in the end there, so that's nice. Okay. I think it's... Yeah, it's still open here. It's kind of funny. He's not even using the gate. He doesn't even respect your gate. It's just, like, still open the whole time. That's so funny. Like, we're not even using the range, though. I guess you're idling to go up now, so it's fine. Let's see. Actually, when do you start? Do you start using the range again? You want to start using the range as soon as you can click up. Like, you queued 4 archers at the same time, but, like, that's not really good. You should add a second range here if you're going to go ranges. Don't queue 4 archers in the same thing. Like, maybe 2, but make another range if you want more archers. And then, yeah, this is where you just fully potato and just add, like, 3 million production facilities for no reason. And, yeah, if you just go crossbowing from here, it's actually fine. Like, he has 10 guys. It's not that many. And you're basically up. If you had gotten these ranges down earlier, you maybe camp this hill a little bit. Although he just walk... Does he just walk? You know, he doesn't even walk in, even though it's open. That's funny. He could have killed you here, but he kind of, like, was really slow. This was a really good wall. This saved you, this wall. because it took him a while to get in. Like, from this point, you can just make archers. But look, your ranges are 8.2%. Like, you needed to keep these ranges running, and you would have had more archers than him already. And then you wouldn't have needed scouts or anything. Yeah, and then you just counterattack with archers, and it's fine. If he has more archers than you, you just make more archers, or you make mangonels. The great equalizer, the mangonel. And then you're fine. Yeah. So, anyways, anything after this point is kind of like really awkward because of so many production buildings and trying to do 2 different units. So yeah, don't do that. Just go crossbowman. You don't need light cav at this stage. Eventually you make light cav, like eventually, once the boom is going. But you choose one thing for your Castle Age opening. Castle Age opening is crossbowman generally. It's going to be a good opening. Maybe you get ballistics. Maybe you get the TCs going. Or, like, I don't know, if the opponent's on full skirm or something, maybe you go light cav instead. Could be okay. Bengalis, one of their few good units is light cav, even though they don't have hussar. But maybe you go light cav if he's going skirm. It's not really going to do anything against the crossbone, though. You need crossbone against his crossbone, or skirms yourself, or mangonels. And then boom. And then once your boom is going, then you can add a second unit, or just continue to make your unit that you already made in Castle Age. Can be good. Yeah. So I said I was gonna show you how to do the opening in real terms, which is what I will do. Yeah. Look, like you just kind of this was the fight where you just clicked your guys in front of his guys and let them all die for no reason. Like you had an equal army, but probably he had a bunch of guys at home, so you actually had more than him here. And you just kind of failed so hard on this fight, and then you never were able to recover. Your eco was better than the opponent's, though. So we just need to not potato so hard. I believe. You're so close. You're so close. We just need to make slightly better decisions, and it's fine. And I mean, it's not even too many better decisions. It's just make crossbowmen and make more crossbowmen. Instead of trying to do 2 things, just do 1 thing. It's way easier, actually. Okay, I'll show you. Let me show you now. Here, we'll play as Bengalis, too, because I think you've been playing Bengalis. Why is this the coastal? Who did this to me? Okay, that should be good. Conquest is fine. Yeah, I don't really care about the AI, so let's go. Okay, I'll show you. So we'll do scouts into archers. Just like what you did last game, but smooth. And I'll send the replay as well. Or the file. My map's probably going to be a little bit more open. You had a very closed map last time, so walling is going to take a little bit longer. But we don't have to worry too much about walling, because we're going aggressive anyways. So walling is sort of a secondary priority. We eventually want to get walled, but it's not something we want to rush up. Because we're making a whole bunch of units. So if the opponent goes men-at-arms or something, yeah, we need to be on the defensive. But if the opponent doesn't do men-at-arms or drush, then yeah, it's no problem. We can just play a little bit more open. Against scouts, if you're going scouts and he's going scouts, you can use your scouts to defend initially while you get your walls up. That can be good. Or you can go aggressive initially and use like 1 or 2 spears to defend initially, and then come back once the scout numbers are in higher numbers. I don't know how many of these you push, but I'll push like 1. I think you pushed 1 or 2. I'll push like 1. It's not necessary, but I'll still push 1 because I think you generally will. Yeah. So we had 1 more on food here. The exact build honestly doesn't really matter that much. It's not like a super fast build or anything, so just don't worry about trying to be super fast. We'll just go 3 on wood because it's just a good number. We can adapt to anything with 3 on wood, but you can do it with 2. It's no problem. Okay, we just find the last sheep. Oh no, we already have them. We already have everything. Okay, so next priority once you find all your res is just to go and find the opponent. So I'm going to bring in this boar. Ideally, you have the boar kind of coming in right here. I think it might be a little late, though. We'll see. If it's late, yeah, the boar's pretty far. I'm just going to take some sheep. It's okay to have some decay. What's not okay is to have villager idle time. So we're just gonna take a bit of sheep here. That's completely fine. And so I would make a little wall like this, because if the opponent goes men-at-arms, it's nice to have a little cut towards the TC. If he comes in this way, I have lots of time for him to go around. And this is not really a map that's easy to fully wall. Like, I can wall down there eventually. That's actually probably something I would want to scout. There we go. And just make sure to get the other boar in at about the right time. Something like 170 food on it is pretty good. Like something like here is gonna be good. And as soon as we have 100 wood, then we go for the mill. Just get that there. There we go. And we'll go up on 20. No need to go up too fast. Get up to 4 on... Oops, she's not doing anything. Get up to 4 on the berries. And this orientation of berries is really nice because I can easily wall like 1, 2, and 1 on this side. We can send 1 more down here. But yeah, the build is not super tight for this. So as long as your resource balance at the end of Feudal Age is good, then you're... Or sorry, at the end of Dark Age is good, then you're completely fine. So the opponent should be around here, I think. I think we're close spawns. Based on there's a pond here, relic here, relic here. He must be down here, right? Okay. And I'm going to make another wood line up here. Let's just stay 9. Wait, is he down here? Maybe I'm crazy. Anyways, let's go up. Pretty far. Ideally, you'd have 5 on this wood line and 4 on the other wood line, but it's just little things. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, maybe he is in the center actually. All right, it's whatever. But yeah, see, building with 1 build, you do have to pay attention because sometimes they'll try and take it back to the TC, but it is better. Okay, so we don't need to start the racks until we're at 60%. And see how I built those 2 houses, so I don't have to think about houses right now. Wow, AI loves his berries. Ooh, try not to go under the TC. There we go. Okay, so we would need to get this going now. I'm a little late now, so I'm just gonna use 2 vills, but hey, not a big deal. Since I'm using berry vills, I'm gonna have a little bit less food to work with, but it's not the biggest deal. Okay. Let's get this going and double bit axe, and we're gonna need another house, so I'm just gonna put it here because that walls this off. Shift Q these to stragglers so you don't have to think about it. We go horse collar. We can get another house in here, that's fine. Scouts. Okay, let's get up to 4 farms. Yeah, see, I'm pretty low on food because I used Berryvilles there, right? So now I can only really afford 2 additional scouts, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. So, next up, we want to use the scouts here, and I want to get the range. So I probably should have had a Vill going out already. But yeah, we want to get 4 on the gold now. So you'd be using your scouts here. This is like more high level stuff, actually using the scouts properly. We get our 4 on gold. Wow, that's interesting pathing going around that side. anyways, we would just go like this, you know, harass a little bit. And don't neglect adding farms and houses. There we go. Yeah, I messed up the rally point here. Anyways, as soon as the range is up, archer, boom. We're still harassing with the scouts, still doing whatever. Can start adding in more farms. Still have a few straggler tree villas here. Very good. And we're just building up archers. We might use them forward. Like, if the situation calls for it, we use them forward. Otherwise, we just keep them at home. If the opponent has scouts, we might add in a spear. Something like that. And this is sketchy to go down here. You know what mistake? I didn't scout this. This is what I should have scouted. I don't know if this is a good wall or not. But yeah, if the opponent's going scouts, I want to have a spear on this guy. If he's going archers, he's not really ready to attack yet, but I can protect with the archers if he's going archers. And we would like to have, like, something walled. One side walled. See, I didn't really scout this side either. I probably should have. Like, I don't know if this is actually a good wall, but we just get this going. There we go. All right. Cool. And you see I have constant archers. Okay, I do need to wall this. Okay. So it's not so bad, this wall. I'm going to maybe make it go out a little bit further. It's just a little nicer. There we go. Okay, we're still being active with the scouts. See how I'm kind of like constantly using the scouts, at least. Constantly making them move. You can always just scout around. And it's just good practice to just always be moving. I have all of the ecotechs. I always check Lumber Camp Mill just once in a while, just to check it. Because, like, you could obviously want it at this stage. And, like, the only times that you don't have it is when you forget, right? So just double check. Is this live? This is live. It's not going to be live if it goes to YouTube, though. Hey, YouTube. All right. So you can decide if you want to have a blacksmith. Like, if you're going to be using your archers offensively, you want to have a blacksmith coming up a bit earlier. So, like, basically, as soon as I decide to move out, I make the blacksmith instead of farms. But since I've just been making farms, that's going to make my castle age timing better. So around the end of feudal age, like around now, you want to just be sending more to gold so that you can actually float a little bit to get up. But yeah, I could be using my archers, or I could be not using them, depending on the situation. Learning which situations to use them and which not to just takes time. But yeah, let's get another house there. One more ville, and I should be up. There we go. And see, I could have gotten gold mining earlier because I actually sent to gold a little bit late here. Ideally, you have exactly 800 food when you have 200 gold. But I was just a little bit late here. Like, it's not a big deal, but yeah. That's sort of the natural way to get up. You can get a market earlier as well if you want to buy up. But yeah. So I have 12 on gold. It's a little too much, so I'm just going to transfer a couple here. There we go. Something like this. And second range on the way up is usually pretty good. We can get fletching. We got gold mining on the way up. We want to continue to scout the opponent too. Now this opponent is doing nothing because he's standard AI. But you want to continue to scout the opponent. We have like 15 farms, so that's a pretty good number. We don't need to go for more. Ooh, she gets away. What? Crazy. There we go. Do you ever idle your TC when you're close to castle? Yeah, you can idle for that, like 10 seconds or something if it allows you to get up a little bit earlier. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. And you could get archer armor if you have the res. Sometimes you don't have the res if you get harassed and stuff. It's better to save for bodkin and crossbowmen. But you know, if you have enough for it, then go for it. But yeah, just running around the opponent's base, seeing what they're doing is usually pretty good. Like, splitting off one scout to go scout the map as well with your additional scouts is pretty good. Like, just scout everything. Just run around. Maybe have one as your active scout that you're looking at. And yeah, if we want to hit crossbowman timing, we want to go across the map. I'm maybe a little bit late here even. But For crossbow timing, you got to make sure that one of your archery ranges has no archer in it, so that you can get crossbowman. We go like this, and now, look, instant TCs. Remember this, instant TCs. TC here, either TCs or ballistics, but I'm gonna go TCs because my opponent is gonna die, even without. But yeah, like I should be at his base already. I mean, there you go. And Bodkin's in, boom, one shot. I have Bod, see I got bow saw, and I upgraded my crossbowman, that's all. And that's all I need. So now the opponent, what does the opponent have to do? He has to figure out how he's gonna stop these crossbowmen from killing him. While he's coming up with a counter to crossbowmen, I'm just booming. And another side effect of having crossbowmen in his base is that I know exactly what he's doing. So basically, knowing what he's doing is really good. Because then I can react. If he's making skirms, okay, I'm going to make mangonels, or I'm maybe light cap eventually. But probably mangonels initially. And yeah, from here, I'm just, see how I'm always moving my crossbowmen. I'm never really keeping them standing still. Like ideally, you're kind of moving. Not always. Like sometimes camping a gold or something could be good. Like if I really wanted to keep him off of gold, I would camp this gold. But from here, I'm just basically making stuff. I'm making TCs, or I'm making the boom happen. Actually, you know what I didn't do was I didn't keep crossbowmen running. I could have kept my ranges running here, and it would have been fine. Oh yeah, also when you're navigating the opponent's base, see how I'm clicking close and it's not attacking? You gotta learn alt click. Alt click is really good for this, so you can just never accidentally click on the opponent's buildings. It's really good. But yeah, at some point, maybe, you know, wheelbarrow's a little bit late here. I could have had wheelbarrow a bit earlier. You know, even gold shaft mining these days is pretty good. But yeah, you just run around. So these are the upgrades that generally you're gonna have, and that's all. Like, look at what I got. I didn't get any bloodlines, none of this nonsense from the blacksmith. Like, just fletching, bodkin, +1. That's all you need. No thumb ring. You don't even get thumb ring with this. No thumb ring. Ballistics is situational. Like, ballistics can win you the game if you get it early. But if you go crossbowman, the opponent is going to make a counter to crossbowman. So if you go TCs first, then ballistics is not a priority because the opponent, like, unless he's going crossbowman himself, like, if he's going skirms, ballistics doesn't really help you kill the skirms. Like, he's still going to kill you. So instead of going ballistics, like, you'd want to add siege or something like that. Like, ballistics is either instant on Castle Age or you get it way later. Alt click ignores buildings, so good. Most opponents will be walled by feudal. Well, not really though. Like, if they're walled by feudal, okay, whatever. You can still go scouts and archers and get in. If the opponent goes knight, ballistic alt. No, ballistics. Ballistics hits moving targets, but if the knights are charging at you, you don't need it. Anyways, let's see what we can do here on the ladder. Maybe I try and emulate